I'd rather leave it in peace. It looks pretty aggressive to me. Keep out. Threatening, but not excessively. I'd rather leave it here as a warning to all future visitors. The planks still look in good shape. I'd say all these signs create only unjustified panic, and this comes from someone who rode a bike with no brakes. It can only be admired. I wouldn't know what to do with it. 1699, the light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1, start. 2, steer. It doesn't seem difficult. It's the old lighthouse of Bonetown. It must be nearly identical to what it was originally. Then some piece was added during subsequent maintenance, but I guess its basic function remained unchanged. It doesn't work if the lighthouse is off. I think this is the best possible way to use these matches. Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left. I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses. Great, but it's better to close the opening, or I'll risk that flame burning out. Good job. Okay, let's try. It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates. There's no recognizable place mentioned as reference for where to aim the lighthouse. The roll should go here. Another noise. The hideout opened a little bit more. These are pebbles of pumice stone, light and with 1,000 uses. A few pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're light but resistant. It's an old family crypt. It probably belongs to some rich family in Bonetown. Maintenance wasn't very helpful here. White flowers. Maybe this is the only place they will grow. The place is sunny and damp at the same time. These are just the conditions the pharmacist described. I think these are just the flowers he's looking for. I hope they grew spontaneously. It's a tombstone. Surely among these must be one in remembrance of my father, but I don't know which one it is. After he vanished, we never came back here to Bonetown. I don't want to open a coffin. It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things. Somebody transformed this crypt into some sort of house. It probably became a shelter for someone. This crypt seems more recent than the others. Load and shoot. It seems to be an old machine for throwing baseballs. I can't. It needs gasoline to work.
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
I get it. Hello.
Hi, do you need something?
He seems very busy.
Good boy. I can see you're very perceptive.
Let's say it's one of my numerous gifts, in addition to...
I'll stop you right there. I already said you're very perceptive, and you noticed that I'm very busy. What does that tell you?
that you need my help?
Absolutely. Here's what I need now. Could you please talk to me as little as possible, at least until I'm finished with this job?
Is it a long job?
You have no idea.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's an old car. I think someone forgot this old camera here. Maybe he was disappointed by the subject. Maybe it could come in handy. Interesting. Seeing such a huge ship represented on a big stained glass window is not something you see every day. I wonder from which religious source the master glassmaker took inspiration. It's accurate in every detail. Actually, now that I'm looking at it carefully, on one of the sails there are even some micro-inscriptions. It's a shame I can't get any closer. The story seems to continue. The boat is about to reach a safe haven. And in the end, a flourishing city. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, son.
I was admiring the beauty of this church.
You're right. It's a real piece of art. It dates back a few centuries and is all thanks to an ancestor of mine. After he traveled across the ocean, he settled here in Bonetown. Seeing the condition of the village, he wanted to build a place of comfort for wayward souls at all costs.
What was the name of your ancestor?
Edward Drake, the first minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, Father, I think I understand.
This calling has been handed down from one generation to another, right up to today.
Can you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor? First minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of the Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, that one.
Before coming here to Bonetown, it is said he was a skilled glassmaker. All the stained glass windows of the church are his handiwork, created by his powerful hand, fused with the sacred fire of faith, designed with the ecstasy of supreme adoration.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every time I look at them, the fervor of the Drakes ignites within me once again.
How are things going for the Church of Bonetown?
Under my guidance, there's nothing to fear. Unfortunately, my flock has been reduced in number, but not in the strength of its faith. There are just a few troublemakers. A few kids who still don't have the patience to listen to my small 2-hour sermons, but nothing more.
How come Bonetown is in this condition?
Progress. Bonetown remained a pure city, like when my ancestor arrived and never adapted to progress, and the latest events surely didn't help.
What events?
There are weird stories going around. Some of the faithful said they've seen people, not locals, digging around the city. We warned the mayor, who went personally to the places in question, but he found them already abandoned. Rumors say these excavations caused a hydrogeological instability that's depleting Bonetown's water supply. Fortunately, the holes were filled in again to prevent any damage to our flourishing city tourism.
What do you mean exactly by flourishing tourism?
Son, just the mere chance to visit our holy church should be good reason to come to Bonetown, our little St. Peter.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little.
Plus, we have a lot of other pleasant attractions. Here in Bonetown, we don't lack anything. Library, museum, amusement park, one of the most famous inns of the area.
I wish I knew that earlier. I'm staying at the Dead Man Inn.
That one, precisely. Everybody envies us for it.
Who exactly envies the Dead Man Inn?
Come again, son?
Nothing, Father. I was just reflecting on my luck. What's the reason, in your opinion, for these illegal excavations?
Rumors say that under Bone Town there are veins of precious materials, and that the excavations were tests conducted by companies without city approval. The mayor would never let the city be disfigured.
What materials might be in Bone Town's subsoil?
Some fantasize about golden veins. Others say it's copper or tin. I think there is nothing at all, or they would have surely realized it when they built the city. There's been no findings of any precious materials, either today or in the past. In doubt, the mayor may put some signs around that forbid excavations in all areas adjoining the town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Here are the pics I took with the Polaroid. Now that the photographic film is over, I don't need that Polaroid anymore. I don't think there are any specialist photography shops here in Bone Town. It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later. It should work. The photos surely have to be inserted here. Very well. A perfect plastic copy of the gun photographed in the shop. This printer model uses materials that faithfully reproduce the original objects by starting from simple photos. This replica could surely come in handy. This sign invites me to the marriage. It says, "New arrival. Try it."
No problem. That always happens when kids play with it. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
Finally, let's see if there's a clue. Hopefully it's not loaded. Very good. Inside the barrel was a piece of the map. Roger's piece. I don't feel at ease with a real weapon in my pocket. I'd rather not take it with me. But I can't get rid of it here or the owner would get suspicious. I'd better leave it somewhere outside of the store. Looks like a good spot here. Now it seems much less aggressive. It could be a good idea. Now I have a nice pair of cardboard eyes.
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
It could work. I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken in vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test is over. I saw you fall into a trance, just like in the legend that has been passed down for generations. You're the chosen one, the one who can taste the unique and incomparable Bellamy cookie.
After the 6th plate, I felt the force flowing strong in me.
I know. The chosen one has this power. Keep the key. With this, you'll have access to the Bellamy treasure.
Thank you. I'll put it to good use. Good. I don't need these cardboard eyes anymore. Since I'm the chosen one, I'm entitled to it. It's the original Bellamy cookie. Inside should still be the message from Eddie Bellamy. I can't open it. After all these years, the dough is hardened. I need something to break the cookie. That's a good idea. This anvil gives me a perfect support. Now I have to find something with which to try to open it. That's a good idea. Only the imitation of an ancestral weapon will allow the chosen one to perform his duty. After the impact, the hammer disappeared. Maybe it wasn't a copy of Thor's hammer, but at least the cookie broke. Inside, there is something left by Eddie Bellamy. Better take it all to not leave any trace. So I find myself with the pieces of a biscuit that dates back centuries, and a message. It doesn't seem like the classic fortune cookie message. It's a piece of the map, just like my dad said. Better add it to the others. The Bellamy treasure is finally opened. Although now I don't know what to do with it. Maybe someone could digest it. Nearly half. 4 pieces out of 9.